All right, well, we're doing a little bit of a time skip. A
Mm.
week is what the group has agreed on, at least for now. But throughout this week, things are still going to be happening. There's still things that, of course, you guys want to do. So
Hmm.
I'm basically just going to go day by day. We might do just like little snippets of story if we have to, or, whatever, how it fits. But I know a lot of it's going to be researching. So on each
Yep.
day, I figure out what topics. A lot of these books may not be in a language you even understand. So a little bit of decoding as well might have to go into
Lovely.
this. And then, this place isn't really organized. Most of these books don't even have titles. So, another fun thing that we'll have to sort through.
Yay.
But there are some just typical, like theology books that you could get really from any bookstore. Nothing too fancy. Bible, that kind of stuff.
Gross.
And then there was that prominent one sitting on the pedestal in the center of the room.
Yes. Are you interested in that one? Or are you, because it did make you feel a little strange.
I'm a vampire. Strange is my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
The stranger it is, the more I need to understand it, because the unknown is knowledge that I have yet to gain. Feeling strange means there's something there to learn. And of course, Theo's taken this whole stance that he doesn't believe that there's a good or evil. He believes that things happen because that's in that thing's nature. To understand its nature is to be able to either decide how you should handle that situation. So pragmatic, but might be a little morally unstable. We'll see.
We'll see. Well, if you're interested, you can roll me a mental and your occult, and your specialty does qualify.
Blood magic does come into place. Where is my character sheet? So, I am way zoomed up on something else. Okay. Yeah, I was looking at the discipline I was asking you about. So, mental, occult with specialty. So the specialty gives me an additional die, correct?
Correct.
All right, so 8d10 it is. And was it slash roll or hashtag roll in the roller? Again?
Either.
Neither.
Okay, then.
You could
So,
click on the
10
D10 a bunch of times.
8d10. Black. Oh, boy. That's a way to start the night off. There is not a lot of success.
May I give him
there.
bardic inspiration?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. And there is one success in there. Wow.
Okay. Well, first things first, you pick up the book. It still feels a little peculiar. Not really like a sense of sentience. Just something about this book feels heavy. As if what's inside it might be morally ambiguous. But not necessarily the book itself, of course. But when you open it to see what could be inside, what could be giving you these emotions, all you're going to find is just nonsense, unfortunately, as you take a good look at it. It seems to be a book filled with rituals. And unfortunately, not rituals that you recognize at all. But with your specialty, you can at least pick out that this does involve blood in these rituals.
I'm assuming that most of these rituals require a certain amount of open space, and the library doesn't look like it's set up to be any sort of ritual chamber or anything like that, right?
Well, not necessarily. One that would, with one success, the easiest one, I'd say you'd probably be able to at least start picking apart, especially if you spend the rest of this day doing this to finish your night. It's more so like a process that involves fire.
Yay!
Self-harm. Oh, yeah.
Yay!
It might involve having to burn yourself. But the reason why it looks familiar is you're able to piece together, and whether it be just from the dreams that you're having, or maybe whatever more is happening with you. But it seems to call upon a specter. This ritual, unfortunately, you'll have to spend more time to really get the nitty-gritty about it, but using fire and yourself, you can call upon a specter to obey you.
Mm. How long does this, can I piece together that this ritual would take to perform? Is it something that takes a bit of a setup, or
Doesn't seem so. No?
not something that would be smart to do in the heat of battle, though, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, she's like, oh crap, we're gonna lose this one unless I pull something out. Quick, quick, quick. Stick my hand in the fireplace.
Right. Yeah, maybe not. Unfortunately, as you've learned, especially with the incident at the farm, fire is bad. Whatever is within you, beasts that we've heard people use to describe it, doesn't like fire. So even just having the will to burn yourself will take a lot of effort. So doing that in battle is probably next to none unless you're practicing.
Yay! So that means I have to get good at ritualistically burning myself, which means I'll probably be doing it a lot, which means I'm not going to be a happy person because aggravated damage sucks.
Welcome to blood sorcery.
Yeah.
Hurt yourself for power. But if you want, I understand that you wanted to organize the library.
Yes, because the only way I'm going to be able to get a good amount of researching done is to know where things are, what they contain, and that sort of thing. And well, since a lot of the I just got a notification. Oh, Chance Day, thank you so much for continuing your sponsorship over on YouTube. I appreciate that. That would be my buddy Bobcat, I think. But anyways, pardon. Yeah. Anyways, sorry for the interruption. I will be going ahead and doing a brief skim over books that do not have titles. And what I will be doing is, if they pertain to Valdez, I will go ahead and try to make sure that they are in one section, because that is a person of interest that is tied to this location. So to better understand the location and their situation and trying to become part of the court, I believe he was trying to get his kind into the Camarilla, if I'm remembering correctly. So being that we're having to deal with the prince, which is within the Camarilla, and so much as I've been told, dealing with him would probably end up getting our group dead. So, yeah. Understanding Valdez's situation and pertains to us and the site might give us clues as to that. The second thing that I will be needing to do right next to that will be anything that doesn't include Valdez, but has to do with vampire culture, Camarilla, court etiquette, anything that might have something in it that could pertain to us finding a etiquette get out of jail free card to get the prince off our back. Yeah, I know it'll be a long shot, but court politics section's right next to the Valdez section.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to notice a common trend. Mostly these books either like involve the occult, Canaanite legends, city history, vampire lore, and theology. That seems to be the trend.
Yeah.
So we'll finish off the first night here. You pick apart the book that caught your interest, that was left out, understanding just very little about it with the potential in this book, and beginning to sort through, as we'll be calling it. That would be our first night sleeping here.
Yep.
I do have I don't know if it's really a surprise to anybody, but someone might just be having a dream.
Wonder who.
Which one this time? Is it going to be someone that's been having a lot of dreams lately, or is it going to be someone new? Let's roll the spiel of what is going to happen next.
Right. All right. I'm fine with this. Okay.
Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Everything's just fine. This is fine.
If you say so.
This is fine. This is great. All right. So, Theo, you are standing, no, existing in complete darkness, an endless void of eternal night, yet something moves around and within you. Familiar, you feel the presence attempt to communicate, and you feel your essence being pulled faster and faster and faster. No concept for speed in this empty space, and there is a whisper. Souls draped in rotten tatters, and Father dances in the dark. Your focus is lost. It's impossible to split yourself from your surroundings. The darkness consuming you. No pain, no pleasure, no thought, just nothing. Splitting and tearing. A familiar sensation as nothing but the gates of hell expand around you. Your mind fractures. Your spirit breaks. Get me out. Theo.
Yes.
Will you roll me one dice, please?
One single solitary die.
Yep.
One whole die. Okay, so I'm gonna say that roll earlier has got all the bad juju out. So this could be a good roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
All those losses. Come on.
Let's see that.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
The edge of not being a success, but it's a success, so I will take it. I do not want to know what would happen if I rolled a 1 right now.
You are able to piece a little part of you back together, enough to possibly communicate. And you're only going to be able to squeak out, if anything at all, something quick and short. Is there anything anything you want to try to squeak out?
How? Yes. The statement has been made multiple times in multiple dreams. Get me out. So quick, short, how?
A voice that booms back at you. Reverse from within. And the dream ends. As we'll be waking up, I believe this is December 12th.
Ooh.
It is. Oh, yay. Now, I won't worry too much about everyone's rouse checks for right now. We're doing a time skip, so, we'll worry about when we actually are going out and causing problems. But you wake up from your dream. You remember it. It's like a dream that you're beginning to forget. It didn't make sense. It was complete hogwash. Unfortunately, you're not really able to comprehend much of it, but you do at least remember the voices that spoke to you.
Mm-hmm.
The experience, though, oof.
Rough.
Yeah.
Reverse from within. And souls in tatters. So last time when I woke, I was able to kind of reach out from the darkness and create a shadow creature that I was able to keep with me for a short period of time. So, and that was out of my own personal darkness or the darkness that was at Bowman's that I was reaching into to pull that through. But this place has its own darkness built into it. Reverse from within. Is it possible for me to reach into the darkness that exists here and take it within myself?
You can always. The very stereotypical. You can certainly try.
You could certainly try. And would that accomplish anything? Who knows? What would I roll to even try to go ahead and see if that was even possible to absorb the darkness that exists within this place?
Funny enough, because it's, you're trying, you could try to roll a willpower.
Yay, willpower.
See what that does.
Will it to reality.
Willpower.
And
So
with enough willpower, you can do anything. Even make your own stand.
Well then.
Is that JoJo reference?
It is.
Yes, it
It's
is.
also my other campaign reference.
Oh.
Jeez, yeah. All right, 3 successes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you're sitting there, you're concentrating, trying to take, and it's just like yesterday when you fought the ghost, whatever you want to call it. It definitely has a reaction towards you, but not necessarily that you can. I mean, maybe you can mess with it, but taking it in within yourself doesn't really seem to have much of a reaction. I mean, you draw in. Anyone who's watching you do this might notice the area around you get a little bit darker, but you don't really feel anything else.
Let's try to see what happens if we reverse. Example, remembering the sensation that I felt within the dream about being pulled out into something else. What about, instead of drawing the shadows into myself, doing the reverse of that, seeing if there's any darkness within that I could push into the shadows around me? Would it strengthen them? Is that reversing from within? Trying, if one thing's not going to work, let's flip it around, try to experiment the opposite way.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll just use the same roll so we don't just keep rolling for you're experimenting. That's what this is. You know what? I think this will help me.
I'm sorry, I'm throwing things at you that do not fit neatly into normal gameplay.
No, not necessarily. So you're taken in, trying to move out, and what you will notice as you're practicing, it's not necessarily that something is leaving you. No, but you are at least drawing from within and being able to better move the darkness, shape the darkness than what you were trying before. Maybe you're more so what you can feel as a link, but not truly are you being able to take out and bring out. Just more so link with the surroundings.
Okay. Is there any way I can try to strengthen that link? Maybe see if there's any secondary effects that would come online if I was more well connected with the darkness of this haven.
I mean, with your, experimenting, you notice that this is like you're exercising a muscle you haven't done so before.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe just with you trying to shape it, move it, connect with it, just practicing that. Yeah, honestly, you might be able to make it easier and easier once you finally exercise it.
Well,
but it's definitely not going to be something that'll happen right away, of course.
No. Then what I think I will go ahead and do is, for this day, I will continue to try different experimental approaches. But what I will be, if I can't learn through experimentation anything specific, what I will do is I will try to better shape the shadows to work as a phantom security guard around the haven. Basically, something that looks like a shadow of a little black cat that's wandering around. And then, of course, if anybody unusual or dangerous or suspicious comes, we're going to go ahead and work with observe, report, deter. It'll observe what's going on. If it is a minor thing like some nosy kids, it'll maybe bump a trash can, startle them, then come report the situation, whether or not they ran in or got more curious. If it's something bigger than some random humie being a little too curious, something that looks like it might be a threat, let me know immediately, and then I can relay that. Basically, a shadow alarm system.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's what I'll spend that day, just kind of working that muscle and trying to develop that skill.
Okay. All right. So you're going to be practicing your shadow stuff. For you, Crowley, when you wake up, there is a text and a missed call that you have on your phone.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
buddy's
you have
still
the number.
alive?
Yeah, it's from your friend Ty. Looks like he
thank
tried
God.
to call you, then sent you a text like, dude, wake up, goddamn. You drunk asshole. Oh, ET's here.
Oh.
Go on Zoom.
I'm here now.
Hey, ET, I hope you had a great day at work.
It was long, but fine.
Back on the burner phone.
Okay. It rings for a bit.
Hello.
Does obviously recognize
friend.
the phone, so just
Well,
picks
that's
it
why I
up.
got him with the voice. Oh, hello.
He's like, hello.
Hey, it's me.
Oh, hey. He asked how you've been. You've been acting kind of weird, and he's getting a little worried.
Did you not listen to my voicemail?
He says he knows it's bullshit. He says some people came at the bar asking about you, and they did not look like. Well, let's put it this way. He pretended like he didn't know who you were.
Oh, well, thanks, but it's not. It's actually not.
He's gonna ask if it's is it related?
I did kind of piss off some people.
Hey, hasn't
with my
they
drunk
killed
dad.
your fucking grandparents, dude?
Oh no! They didn't do that. No, they just they got into a car crash.
Oh, well, he gives you his condolences. That's awful. I'm sorry. He asks how you're doing. Knowing you've probably been pissed drunk since.
Yeah, that's why I booked the week off of work for. It's a bit of a mess.
He's gonna ask, why haven't you been at the bar?
I'm out of town. I'm going to hometown for a little bit. And see if I can make the funeral or not.
Well, he'll keep your seat warm in the meantime. Let him know if you need anything. Yeah, he's sorry. That shit.
Will do. Also, that guy you were talking to, have you seen him around before?
We asked which guy? The ones that were asking about you?
No, not them. Well, I came in and I looked like shit.
Oh, yeah, no. He says he's never seen him before. Just, as he would put it, a wanderer.
Alright. Now, we had a fun conversation. Went for a ride. Alright. But yeah, you didn't see me. If it comes up.
Yeah, no, he doesn't know what you did, but you know what? He doesn't need to know. Knowing you probably just punched the wrong person.
Yeah, something like that. Alright, goodbye.
I punch you mean carved runes in someone's
Stop.
chest.
We don't talk about that anymore.
Punched the wrong person. For you, Amala, no, nothing from your sister. That probably doesn't surprise you.
Nope.
Hasn't been answering this whole time.
She's been living this party life.
Oh, absolutely. It's a dream. All right, and yeah, I think. Okay. So we know what Theo's doing. He's gonna be practicing with his shadows, see if he can figure out something there. Anything that yeah, you, Lynn. Calamity's here when you wake up. It's just sitting, eyes glowing.
Menacingly.
A little bit, but pretty calm, happy. Anything that the three of you wanted to get done on your very first day in Hideout? Oh, I'll go mute.
Yeah, I was going to try to just call the red number 5 to see if I could get in contact with my sister.
Okay. Well, using your cell. Which phone are you using?
Yeah, the one that Bowman fiddled with.
Okay. You call up. There's going to be a woman. Her voice is deep. You can definitely tell she has a little bit of like that phone sex operator voice.
On the phone.
And, well, answers. Thank you for calling the red number 5. Gives the address, gives the time of operation, and asks if there's anything that she can help you with.
Yes.
I'll mute C.
Yes, I'm going to ask if she could connect me with one Miss Iris Shamash. This is her sister. And she's not answering her cell phone, which is kind of normal.
She tells you that if you desire to speak with the dancer, then you can come and see her yourself.
Well. Hold on.
Productive.
Hold on.
Oh, great.
I got persuasion. I could try to sweet talk her.
You're gonna sweet talk the person that sounds like they've got the perfect phone sex voice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Always.
Yeah, go for it.
You just have to.
It's not like they try to get persuaded to do all sorts of things all the time just because of that voice.
Yeah. One success. You always got to try. Never hurts.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I'm just gonna let her know that I am not 100% okay with my sister's profession. I just wanted to pass a message along, and she wasn't answering her phone. Maybe you.
Oh, she's hanging up.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, as soon as you're like, I'm not happy with it, it's like, hang up.
All right,
It's click.
then I'll have to wait till we can go in person.
And if I recall correctly, you want to do, if you couldn't get a hold of her, you want to do like a midweek visit if possible.
Oh man, I'm gonna send you my mic.
How many mics do you have?
No, this is the one I was gonna send you, you bitch.
No, but then I just went and got.
Yeah, then you did.
One, yeah.
Yeah, because you couldn't find a fucking cable.
No,
I could have sent you that for $4 on Amazon.
that's fine.
Oh my god, you're the worst.
All right, yeah, life goes on. Besides that, since that's going to take no time at all, there's a lovely church in the area that I would be down to visit.
In a week.
I'll wait. But I'll do it on like the third night.
Well, you could always go ahead and scope out our new gigs and see if there's a great place for, a holy shrine or something angel-like.
No, I don't need those. That's weird.
Or maybe, you want to go ahead and set up a triage area. I don't know.
I mean, for the most part, I'm just going to try to figure out how to get electricity on in this place. If it still works, I have a laptop I'd like to use. I can at least do that for some.
Yeah, we need
research.
to find the breaker in here if possible.
If I have to stop practicing shadow magic to go ahead and put out a house fire.
That's fine. So yeah, I would probably recruit Rune the first night to help me find the breaker. He's a big, strapping young lad. He'd know how to make that work.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Out of all of us, probably the best person to ask.
Hold on, let me level up my craft real quick. I don't have enough for that. Ask me in a day or two.
All right. Well, you guys can fix if you want to fix the breaker.
Do I have to roll like an investigation or something, or is it easy to find?
Oh no, it'll be easy to find.
Okay.
It's gonna be outside, just in the attachment of a building. This place is messed up. So it's... Alright, hold on.
I'll science this if I have to.
I think it'd be more craft than science. Technology, maybe.
I got both. Or science and technology, but work with what you got.
Let's just hope the Haven doesn't like.
I mean, it's a
doesn't
fucking
feel
breaker.
like
You flip the switch, and if it doesn't go back, your fucking switch is fucked.
depends on the breaker. If it's a fuse
How old is this
based,
place? Fucking 1940s or something? Jesus Christ.
that truck
It has
that I
a
just saw
fucking-
from Catherine. So it's
Got
an
that
old.
like Frankenstein in here with the
Right.
Yeah. And watch, we find it, and it's got 2 burnt out fuses, and the rest of the fuses have been stolen.
Who steals the fuse?
Anybody that wants to go ahead and not work for a living and wants to buy alcohol,
There you go.
go to a pawn shop, pitch it for a couple bucks, go buy a beer.
Who's gonna buy a fuse from 1940?
An antique collector
Oh, for fuck's sake.
searching for antiques at pawn shops.
You have science. Well, you can either do a mental and craft. I could even see mental and
I have mental and craft.
I don't see technology.
That'd be a
I'd see
4.
science over technology. So if you guys want to roll separate, you can.
Absolutely.
Do you kind of do like a group effort, so your
Yeah.
successes will be combined.
Successes?
Successes. Your successes is.
Fortunately, this is not my specialty, but I did get a crit.
And I'm gonna go on a limb. This isn't genetics, right?
What?
I don't think so, no.
Oh my goodness.
Don't worry.
Jesus.
I'm all here.
Who are you paying?
Yeah.
I already told you.
So. Yeah.
Huh.
Okay. I'm kind of looking at my role at the start of this session, and then your role. And
Right. Switch
who
out
did I
the
piss
threes
off, and
for
who did you make
9s.
happy?
Wow.
Between me and Rune, I think we can get the electricity working.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's
It's up
old.
high, I have to hold her up. Flip the switch! Which one?
Yeah. I mean, it's
at
definitely
least you-
old. It's been.
Can vampires be shocked? Well, we're gonna find out.
I think so.
Why do I imagine them having a perfect Yzma Crunk moment?
No.
Flip the lever, Crunk.
No, I mean. You don't really have. Well, no, you got plenty for your successes, because with him, he got 1. One.
But
is
it was a
one.
critical.
It was a critical. You all right? It probably takes you about 10 minutes at most. Most of it is cleaning. I mean, this area to even get to the breaker is pretty bad. Just clean your way to it, get the spider webs off, open it on up, with all the dust. But
Yeah.
no, I mean, it just takes, a few, replacement fuses, which you'll be able to find in here. Now, they definitely look old. Fingers crossed that it works. But you switch out a few that have been busted. Not all of them have, as the light still upstairs worked. Just the ones in the basement. Shattered. And yeah, no, it probably takes you about 5 minutes, if that. You finally get it switched on, try a few fuses that actually work. This will last for a while. If you're really going to be making this home, obviously you're probably going to have to upgrade. Maybe get some actual new fuses, but for now this should do just fine for a week. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Alrighty, Mr. Rune, we are in business. That should keep the electricity up for at least a week, probably longer.
Yeah, high five.
Bonding. And I know you also want to do some car work as well. Probably switch out plates However as you want to handle that. It's up
I
to
was
you
just gonna
guys.
take the plates off and take the wheels off and put them inside.
Okay. All right, you can work on that in the meantime. Don't worry about rolling me a craft. It's probably be spending your day, so just take your time. Yeah, I mean, Calamity's gonna be well behaved for maybe stand up, wander around a bit, but Calamity seems to stick to the upstairs, doesn't go down towards the basement.
I'm putting the
therefore
tires in
towards
the basement
library.
away from Clam.
You
And
afraid
Calamity
that
just-
freaking horse is going to eat the tires?
It's done worse.
Oh wait. Yeah, she might
It's done
chew on
worse.
them just for out of boredom, and then we try to put them back on and find all the tires are shredded. Yeah.
Now you must use me. Yeah. Whatever. No, but Calamity's gonna be quiet. Anything that you wanted to achieve on your first day of laying low, Lynn?
I mean, probably find a place suitable to house Calamity for the time being.
Okay. If you want, I mean, Calamity just mostly sticks upstairs. If you'd rather Calamity be downstairs, it's up to you. But yeah, you can make like a
Away from
little.
windows. I feel like that would be wise.
Yeah. All right, you can spend your day just. Calamity doesn't really speak to you much. It's quiet. Seems, and you've seen this happen before. Calamity is a little bit more horse-like today. Body language, is that what you're used to of a horse? Yet still, it's those, I mean, the eyes glow. It's really hard to fully trust this beast. But seems pretty tame. If you ever give it some cigarettes, that's how he'll spend just hours just chewing on it and chewing on it.
Like a dog with a bone.
Kinda, yeah. And get that library organized. So for our next few days, you can start looking at anything more specific that you want. So spending your time trying to make another shadow cat like you had before, it avails you no success. You're really not even sure how you did it. You were in a dream, you woke up, and it was there. Trying to do it again, just you're struggling. We're not really having much success.
Well, the only way to get better at something is either have an instructor, not possible right now, or do research, possible, or practice. But one can practice things the wrong way and learn the wrong way to do stuff. So, if I am hitting a wall, I will take a break from practicing and pick through the books to see if there's anything in any of the books that feels like it talks to something similar to what I'm trying to do. Do you want me to roll in academics or something to try to find the right book?
Yeah, if you have research as a specialty, you could add that. I'm not sure if you do.
I do.
Oh, okay. I thought someone did. Yeah. So you can add your specialty research since you're looking for something specific.
So research, academics, and that would be a mental, correct?
That mental, yeah.
Okay, so that will be 6.
After I get the
Yes.
lights on, I'd probably head down to help organize the library and poke through that. That seems like a good way to spend our time. We got a cool magic library. Plus, if anyone's gonna get attacked by a ghost, it's gonna be him down there, and I already found out I can get those out of there. So
Yeah, I mean, if anyone else wants
I
to
can hold
also-
them down and you can purify them so they can go back to heaven.
Yeah, there you go.
I think it's best
If
to
anyone
go
else
mess with
wants
his
to do
library.
some book researching, go ahead. You can also.
I'll do some phone researching.
Okay.
Phone
Yeah.
research. All right.
All right.
God damn it, who did I piss off?
Intelligence.
Oh my god.
Oof.
4 1.
Okay, so after I get sucked inside a book
Oh
trapped
my
there.
god. What a slap in the face.
They hate you, man.
Yeah, I know. Who did I piss
Taylor
off?
gets 5.
Just be thankful these rolls
Or
didn't
4.
happen yesterday.
Oh God, no, they're
Yeah.
not in combat. So worst case scenario, maybe I get a nasty paper cut or some magical protection triggers on a book, and I get magically bitch slapped.
Right.
But
Bam.
but in combat, oh look, you weren't able to dodge that double barrel shotgun filled with silver shot. Yeah. So
Ooh, okay. Well, I'll. Anything you were looking for in particular, or are we just organizing?
I'm looking for if he's
Sorry.
If he's explained what's kind of in the library, of the things he's mentioned for Amala Shamash, realistically, the vampire lore was probably the most interesting.
Okay.
So I'm probably going to be kind of working on that part of the library if I can. Plus, you know, vampire lore is pretty biblical with Cain and Abel, and I don't know if Meltman speaks Hebrew or if Theo speaks Hebrew, but I do, so I might be able to help out there.
if he does, he doesn't remember it.
Right.
Only one way to find out.
All right. Well, you, Theo, you were able to find something that is in English.
Mhm.
So thankfully, we don't have to struggle with that. That does draw your attention.
Mhm.
It's a book about the Lasombra.
Okay. I think I remember something about that. Isn't that the clan that Valdez is from that was trying to go and get merged into the Camarilla for the sake of protecting his clanmates, I think. He was looking
Yeah.
to rely on the Camarilla for protection, and somehow Valdez sacrificed themselves in order to make that happen. I think that's the rumor I picked up on.
Yeah, I mean,
And some people think that it's just hooey and bullcrap.
right. Yeah. Some people are like, that wasn't a sacrifice. But so this book is just a brief what they are.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, you learn that they are firm believers in the worthy ruling and the unworthy serving. And the Lasombra have maintained their traditions even as they have turned to the Sabbat to their own purposes. And you learn that due to their inherent clan weakness, Lasombra vampires cast no reflections. They cannot be seen in mirrors, bodies of water, reflective windows, polished metals, photographs, security cameras, anything. And they are halfway drawn into the abyss, operating on a different wavelength of reality than other vampires. The reflections in recordings distort, flicker, or become transparent, live or otherwise. Microphones have the same difficulty with the vampire's voice as cameras do with their image, and even touch technology becomes unresponsive at best. Similarity, modern technology relying on other forms of direct interaction, such as even just using a stylus, tends to glitch or simply act unresponsive. And unfortunately, because of this, electronic detection systems can easily pick up that they are there. So, yeah, it's cool they don't show up on technology, but it's really easy to tell that if you know about the Lasombra and your cameras start going glitchy, yeah, it's easy to tell what who they are, what they are. And interesting enough, this curious anomaly even extends to the clothes they wear and objects they carry. And a lot of kindred believe that the Lasombra have been cursed in this manner for their vanity.
So that guy that pulls out a pocket watch instead of a smartphone to check the time, possibly a Lasombra. Got it.
Taylor, so you were looking for vampire lore.
Yeah.
Were you looking for anything Hebrew specific or just anything interesting?
I was basically just trying to start organizing it, collecting all the stuff from that I could, and anything in Hebrew that I can translate.
Oh, I would point out that I'm trying to keep this section over here. This is where we're moving through Valdez. This section, this is like vampire lore, court stuff that maybe might help us with the prince if we understand it, or any lore or history that's vampire like. So that way I can at least try to help with the few books that I have already sorted from the previous night when we were settling in. I can point the good doctor in the right direction.
And this little pile over here is the rune pile. It's so dainty.
Yeah, and the pile over there that is about the circumference of Lady Demascu's thigh, that's the Kyle Hill pile. Just leave that one in the corner. There's like nobody that's going to get that joke.
What you mean? I think everyone's gonna get that joke.
I think it was the Kyle Hill reference he was.
Oh, the
making.
Kyle Hill?
Not the lady.
Yeah, I don't know who fucking Kyle Hill is.
Crazy. You didn't get that part, and you didn't think that was the part he was talking about. That's nuts.
Oh, wait, too. Okay, so there's a little bit in Hebrew, really not that much. One that is interesting is even though it's in Hebrew, it still just doesn't make sense. And this is like a letter more so than an actual book that you find. Yeah, it's inside a book. The book it is inside of, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, jeez.
What page was it on?
Here we go. I mean, what page it was on it? I mean, do you perchance speak? No, you only speak Hebrew, right?
Yeah.
I speak Southern.
Yeah.
All right, you are not even sure what language this is. It doesn't seem like a language you can even recognize. That's in this book. You can see it does have some, I guess, Hebrew dialect, but then you can also see some Italian and Spanish. If you had to guess, it's like a code of a bunch of different languages. Within that, sticking up, there was a letter that's in Hebrew, but it just isn't right. It also seems to be coded. You're not really quite sure what it's about. But there is another book in Hebrew that seems to explain about, how should I word this? So there was a specific person that it's correlating to, and it seems to be like this person was a craft of this. And it's just explaining what that is. If you're interested in reading that, that seems to be in Hebrew, and it seems to be this person was very religious and had their own craft with their religion. That's just a quick scan.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and bring to Theo's attention the strange letter I found in an amalgamation of different languages that seems to be coded. That was inside of a book. As well as informing him I found a strange book in Hebrew that seems to be some sort of religious craft book. Maybe magic, maybe not. Worth investigating. I will probably delve into that one.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'll take a look at it, see if I can make heads or tails of it, just to try to, the look over the shoulder to see if anything stands out to me, makes sense. Do you want me to roll for something for that? Because, I mean, I know so much of what Theo knows is even unknown to him, so...
Yeah, unfortunately, I could accept 2 things.
I can't hear Catherine.
You're muted, by the way.
Okay, I think I can accept 2 things. I think I'm willing. Obviously, it's going to be a mental. I could see either you doing academics with your research or investigation, but I'm seeing that's going to be the same amount of dice either way, so.
So we'll just go ahead and say that it's 6 dice and run with it.
Yep.
All
How
right.
many ones can you get in there?
We're going to go ahead and say if I get any more ones, like 4 ones and run roll, he's going to have a migraine for the day and stop researching. I will find something else that he can do because apparently
Right.
the dice are just not feeling it. So here we go.
Work out with me, Theo. Do some lifts with these wheels.
Hey,
Hey,
that
we
is
go.
much better.
There we go. See,
Maybe-
I knew if I talked about it more beforehand, it wouldn't happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have no idea. Yeah, I mean, this is utter nonsense. You don't even know Hebrew, but
There's
So that-
no patterns to the characters like it might be a cipher or anything like that.
No, doesn't seem. It seems to be like Definitely, yeah, a code, not necessarily a cipher. Maybe just whoever wrote it kind of expected the other person to be able to understand it. Their own personal code. Who knows?
I don't think we're going to have any luck really deciphering this without some sort of key or deciphering code. If you spend your time on this, you may be just spinning your wheels. Sorry, but that's what it looks like to me.
Oh no, I tell him that the letter, I have no idea what to do with that. The book, though, about the religious craft, that's what I'll be delving into.
Oh, okay.
Keep an eye open for any other things that seem to have the same code, perhaps, and there might be more.
So ravings of a madman, got it.
Mm-hmm.
Or just absolute gibberish. Maybe we should go ahead and make the incoherent pile.
Yeah, I'll put it in that.
Yeah. We'll set a section of the place that just seems to be absolutely incoherent.
Yeah, seems like there's a lot. That actually probably is your biggest pile. A lot of just coded text. Now, some of them does match. So you can see with some books, you can put them together. That's like, all right, this code is similar. So
if we
start
can
at least
find the
matching.
key to like a section, we might be able to unlock that section of books.
Can I go ahead and roll a mental investigation to see if I can try to decipher any of the coded stick the right coded things together, see if there's any ciphers or keys that might go with those, or start kind of seeing if I can figure it out. Yeah,
kind of like how repeating vowels in a dialect, you'll see those pair up in a code, and you can use that to reverse decrypt them.
Don't break this nonsense.
Yes, if there's anything I can do to aid that, why not?
No, if there's a plug down here, I will plug the computer in and see if I can pull up.
What about the mini fridge?
Plug the mini fridge in too. Thank you, Brune.
Thank God.
I was dragging it around.
Yeah.
Let me do some research here.
Yeah, you can roll an investigation. Go ahead and start doing some research.
Do I need to go ahead and roll anything to aid in that research?
No, you already rolled your attempt to try to decode, so focus on, your books in the meantime. I guess that's what she'll be doing.
Yep.
3 successes and a crit so far.
Okay.
Average.
Okay, well, one of them actually seems to be pretty simple that you're able to piece together. It's a combination of a dead language, that of the time of the Greeks, so Dark Ages, with that of English. So not too bad. And you can even categorize it because as you're able to piece together, it seems like it's a vampire lore, and it's about a discipline called obtenebration.
All right, hold on.
Whatever that word means.
That was my.
And today, folks, the word of the day is obtenebration.
All right.
Can
so
you
that
say
roll-
obtenebration? I'm sorry.
Yeah. That roll I just did was my technology and intelligence. I'm going to start using the ShrekNet and, compiling what I can figure out between the books and that, since I know this has access to some pretty good info. Thanks, Bowman.
Okay.
And just start keeping notes and getting all that going, seeing as I rolled 5 for 5.
Yeah. And
Cool.
next thing
You're paying
we
someone
know,
off.
we'll have a freaking Nosferatu surfing the ShrekNet, finding all this catalog information coming out of nowhere. And then Bowman will get pissed at us again. Why is this person poking around?
All right, you're able to piece out a few things. So, obtenebration. Oh boy. Well, first things first, it's the trademark discipline of the La Sombra. And it is the unearthly control over shadows. It is
I'll call Theo over.
It is said to further damn the vampire who uses it.
Oh, yay!
It removes themselves from God's grace and into the dark pole of the abyss.
This is sounding way too true, considering that time that you told me that you couldn't help me. Yeah.
And for this reason, the user is shunned by animals and humans alike. Proficient users may manifest physical changes. Eyes become pools of utter darkness. Shadows move on their own accord in their presence. And from time to time, spontaneous obtenebration effects may manifest. The unnatural darkness summoned by obtenebration is extremely frightening to mortals, animals, and even other canites unaccustomed to its use. The exact nature of this discipline is unknown, even among its greatest masters, and it has been a subject of religious, philosophical, and metaphysical debate among vampires for a millennium.
So yeah. Of course, Theo is going to be very interested in that. It's like, yeah, I don't know if that's me though. I don't feel any more damned than when I started it, and well, I don't necessarily have proficiency in it, so that would probably explain why I don't, have dark eyes or anything. Or, well, I suppose we are living in a house right now that's full of shadows. But hey, I have had no problems with animals because, I mean, me and Calamity get along fine, right?
It's not really an animal.
Calamity is not really an animal, I would say. More of a evil entity.
Okay, so maybe that's not a good point to go by, but and
I'll nod.
yeah.
Calamity's just gonna kind of go down the steps real quick and just say, "Hey, if you find anything about that emblem on Calamity's
Lynn?
shoulder."
Wait. You just reversed Calamity and Lynn's names in that statement. So I'm kind of wondering if
A horse just came downstairs and started asking questions
about Lynn, apparently.
And I'm always like, that horse is evil.
Yeah. I'm sorry, E.T. I'm sorry. We know what you meant.
Yes.
Yes.
That.
I think someone's been head shopping character ideas, and that's what's going on here.
Or
Well, I guess
been at work too long.
You guys can keep an eye out for anything, I guess, that looks like what's on Calamities, and even you kind of remember what was on the arms of the monster
Large
man, whatever you want to call him, at Lynn's farm. So keep an eye for any of those. But so far, no, you're not seeing anything like that.
And I mean, with Theo's memory, he could probably recall the visual imagery of it pretty quick and easy.
Yeah, especially you. Oh yeah.
So it's like, okay, yeah, I know that symbol. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for it. I haven't seen anything yet, but there's a lot of books to go through. So second something pops up, you will be the first to know.
Great, because I think I'm going to try and make us some money while we're here.
Cool. That would be helpful because collectively we are limited on resources.
Yeah.
At least ones that won't draw
$400,000.
at least not ones that will draw attention to this location. I mean, it's
It was
not like we
300,000, and that's my retirement.
Yeah, we don't
Oh, but you're
want to
so
go
quick
ahead.
to spend it blowing up a beach.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll do it again too.
Fucking homicidal son of a...
Rune, do
Let's-
you want to come with me?
On Calamity?
Your mic just
I
cut
think
out.
around him, probably the more likely he'll like you more and won't try to attack you so often.
Yeah, I mean, I hung out
I'll
with
do
Calamity
it.
for
I won't
a
be
while.
happy about it, but I'll do it. Or at least try.
I mean, if you want to try, do you have animal handling?
No, but I have more cigars.
Okay.
Bribery! It works for everyone! Until it doesn't.
Well, unfortunately with Calamity, he always looks so arrogant, so just as soon as eye contact and you just approach, it's just cocky. It knows that you're scared to get close to him. You hold out your hand. And you remember last time, Calamity snapped down and almost took off your entire wrist. A little bit more careful this time. And Calamity doesn't actually react. I mean, you hold it out. Just watches you.
With the glowing orange eyes.
Yep, and it's really not until you just like toss it down that Calamity actually just goes and starts chewing on it. It's weird, even though that maybe it's just the way Calamity looks, but Calamity actually seems to be pretty docile at the moment. So
For the moment.
yeah, this is probably the nicest that the horse has been to you.
When we met, it wasn't that bad, but it kind of went downhill from there.
Also doesn't talk in your head either.
That's
so.
fine. That's fine.
All right.
Yeah, sometimes
well,
silence is golden.
It's true. Lynn, you said you wanted to start making some money. Would you like to roll then a streetwise and a social and start getting that going?
All right, so 7.
Okay.
Because I've also got black market as
Yes,
my specialty. So
I'm pretty good at intimidating people.
Make that cheddar.
Or persuading.
And with Calamity's ability to pop in and out of anywhere where there's water, you can cover great distances and maybe even get into somewhat secure locations based on water sources.
I also have Streetwise. I could also help out on this roll, potentially.
Oh, that bank has a nice water feature inside.
I don't think she's pleased with that roll.
Nope.
Can I assist?
Yeah, you have streetwise.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You can add your
Streetwise and
successes
what?
to her. It would be a social.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, a crit.
Jeez.
what is going on?
How do you do it? I'm so curious. You have figured out how to just manipulate this dice roller, and I want
Well,
to know
you see, when he
how.
got reincarnated into New Game Plus, he chose the lucky feat.
Always.
I have the
Ooh.
lucky feet though. That's
Yeah.
Can I
No,
re-roll
I have it
this?
in real life.
I
I
possibly
mean,
re-roll
yeah, you
this?
want to roll. You can roll your lucky. I think it's. Oh, jeez. There we go. Is it
Yeah,
one?
Two rolls.
Let me see. Oh, that's not the right person.
Got it.
Your neck hangs with rabbit's feet.
All right. You can roll 3 dice.
Okay, so
See, lucky me. I figured out
Hey, you know.
when to insert,
There you go.
Better.
Yikes.
insert my
what was the
rolls.
point?
Wait, listen. 2 crits and 1 success isn't too bad.
Yeah.
Um,
1,
Yeah, it's 5.
5. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, first question: how are you wanting to exactly make money? Are you looking for maybe odd jobs? Are you just looking for maybe to be a middleman in some cases? What exactly are you hoping to, land?
Well, for one thing, she is wanting to sell the diamond necklace and
Okay.
earrings. No, diamond earrings is what she has.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see.
Scratch the page.
What do you think in there, Rim?
I don't normally, go out and about to do this kind of thing. I just kind of know, like, where the weed is, kind of thing.
I was thinking doing some delivery jobs. Pretty simple for one with Calamity.
Yeah.
Yeah, black market DoorDash.
Mm-hmm. Relatively, yes.
When you need that emergency kidney now.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna use.
I got my personal squares laid for now, so I'm up for about anything.
Hey, we even have a doctor that can go ahead and sew it right into your body for you.
Yeah, but that's premium.
All right. So let's do the diamond earrings first. We got a 5. Okay. bad.
If there's an underground fight club we could join.
Like, yeah.
Oh, of course you would say that.
Yeah.
14.
I mean, if you want to tag team something, I've got prowess.
Just remember, we gotta lay low.
Poor Theo.
I
Bruja,
mean, you know,
please.
yeah. I'm like, all of a sudden they hear about his tag team grand champions raking in
Sumo
a
wrestler.
huge purse,
Oh,
jeez.
Macho
doing
Man.
Bring
doing
back
out
the
these feats
glory.
of inhuman strength.
Bring back the glory.
So you can sell the diamond earrings for $13.99, $1,399.
Okay, I thought you meant like $13.99.
Oh,
and I was
no.
about to throw a fit.
Sorry, $1,399.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
$13.99. You serious? They were fake.
Like, why would she must have been high when she got them? Okay.
Mm.
Okay, let me just do a quick count. So 13
Yeah, $1,399.
plus. So I have 4,437 right now.
And if you're looking for like delivery jobs, if you guys want to push the old Mary J, that's always an option. Which isn't, I mean, it doesn't pay as well as if you're pushing other stuff, but it's like a safe, first step if that's what you're looking for. Otherwise, no.
I think we should probably try to keep it on the down low for now.
Anything
Really?
that's not likely to go ahead and get a local gang pissed at you.
Oh, who would do that?
I'll keep away from making little name
And
marks
any
in
sort
there.
of hard drugs that turns out major cash brings major attention.
Mhm.
Well, it's pretty easy, the job. You just have drop-off points, so you don't even have to meet anybody. You just go, pick it up, drop off. To most likely, it might be residences. It might even be just like someone else's, like drop box. Could be a PO box. It's really simple, so you won't be at least meeting face-to-face with someone. It's going to be kept pretty hush. And so if you guys want to do that, it'll be, let's see. Well, I don't know how many nights you guys want to do this. If you want to do it every day, absolutely. Every other day. What are you guys thinking?
Every other day?
Yeah, I can try something else the days that are other than that.
Okay, so that gives us Thursday, Saturday, Monday. Okay, that's 4 days.
4 potential chances to get caught. Hey.
Yeah, but, Okay. I'll do one roll then to see how that goes over this week. All right, we got some choices. You can either give me a mental and a streetwise, just to, do you know where the gangs are? Can you avoid those areas? Can you also recognize possible signs? Just not to piss off. I mean, sure, you guys are vampires, but you don't want to piss off humans either. They're nasty.
I got guns.
Weapon man.
Yeah, I would say streetwise, and if you want to roll an awareness instead, I can take those two with a mental. And if you're helping Crowley in this, then you can also roll.
So I
as well if you want
do
to
wits
assist.
and awareness then.
Okay.
So I got wits and streetwise, so that's 8. Come on, baby.
Okay, you got 2, not bad. And
Hey.
Woo! There it is.
Bruja's making the.
That's a
Wow.
9. Nice.
Yeah, that's okay. Easy. So 4 days.
God bless.
9 plus 2, that's 11.
Okay, hold on, I can't do math.
You guys are not gonna make any problems at all.
Yeah. Okay.
Get in, get out, get done.
Trying to make sure that we've got some dough to keep us healthy.
Yeah,
It is
because
4.
money coming in
Yeah.
means blood bags. In
Yeah, I
the
need some
mini
flavored
fridge.
blood bags, if you please.
Oh,
really?
yeah.
Some whiskey extra dry,
Yeah.
double O blood.
Shaken, not stirred.
All right, so for each delivery, you guys will be making, or each day, I should say, you'll be making 450 just for a simple pickup, drop off, nothing too crazy. So within 4 days, you'll make 1,800.
Woo.
Yeah, easy work.
1,800, you said?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. 6,237 for me.
Yeah, and then you can get the other half for that, Crowley, since you guys did it together.
How generous, thank you. What's that? What's that number?
Well, you guys in total got 1,800, so 600.
Oh, okay,
or
so yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
jeez,
so we're having that.
900.
So, Kat,
Jeez.
I just looked up like the annual average salary for doctors, just so I kind of know. I think I lowball how much money I have.
I mean, well, I thought you have it on your sheet, don't you?
Okay, so I have 5,000.
What is
Ugh,
like?
I hate how you eat. Ugh,
Yeah, no.
your spelling. I
He's a
looked at
messy
how
boy.
he spelt masquerade, and that hurt my soul. Yeah, you live in a luxury apartment. I was like, I'm pretty sure that we have like, you know.
There's something that's keeping you from having all the money.
I'm going to assume that Amala Shamash might be siphoning money off to send to her sister to keep her in enough cash that she can live comfortably as well. I
Also,
would
she
guess.
donate to the church.
Oh, Emmy, thank you so much for the 100 bits, the thumbs up, and it looks like Bobcat just cashed in a workout time. So
Squats.
pardon me while I got to do some more squats.
Well, I mean, even if I super low ball
Thank you for
it,
the bits, Sam.
with where I am, 20 plus years of being a doctor, I'd be making at least $100,000 to $200,000 a year. So for being a doctor for 20 years, but that's fine. That's why I have a lovely apartment I can never go back to. It's a 4-star apartment, guys. You'll never see it because I'll never go back.
Yeah.
You should have sold it.
I
Maybe you
still
can
can.
still sell it. Yeah.
It's up to you. All right. Well, oh, sorry, you want to say
No,
something?
that's fine.
Well, you brouhaha are going to be making money on these during this week, working it.
What kind of job are we going to do the other days?
I think that's 3 days you have
Yeah.
that you guys won't be working.
How does it feel when I get on Calamity, by the way? And it's just a horse?
Oh, I mean, are you guys going to ride Calamity to do
Well,
the
I
drop-offs, or are you going to
I
use
mean-
the truck?
I mean,
Well,
if
I have to put the
anything, we
wheels
gotta
back
use
on.
her to teleport.
I imagine the truck would probably be the smart way to go
Eh.
about it.
I mean, I imagine the truck would probably be the smarter way to go about it. I mean, then draw attention with a teleporting horse that could be caught on street cameras or just random things that you just wouldn't think about as you're teleporting back and forth.
I'm
'cause you
fine
never
with
know.
either way, but I'll put
You
the
don't know
tires
what's
back
making
on and the
camera
plates.
these days.
Just make sure you go and get fresh plates for it eventually. And I mean, with the money you just got, you could probably buy plates right off the black market.
No, I was thinking like they teleport to where her contacts usually are, but then have the horse kind of just go off on his own for a bit, do the meeting, then take the horse and come back.
E.T.
Yes.
That horse, unsupervised.
It seems rather calm recently.
So's the storm right before a tornado comes down and rips Dorothy right off of Kansas.
Yeah, but Dorothy already got fucked at the barn.
Oh. Well, I'm just
That
saying
Fine.
That sounds
Fine.
awful.
that
Yeah, your
that
wording
being-
was probably not the best. I will admit.
You want to hang out with Calamity for a bit there, Crowley?
Yeah, I would say Calamity has a great ability. We want to kind of keep that as a trump card and keep down on low key. So
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't be spamming our teleporting horse when we have
That is
perfectly
Yeah.
mundane means.
if we driving around the truck, I will agree with a good doctor would go ahead and draw less attention, especially if you're able to go ahead and doctor it up just a little bit. Ounce of prevention worth a pound of cure. It's easier to prevent the problem than cure it once it happens.
Well, if that means she's going to be leaving the horse behind,
That means
if the horse
Theo and the
tries to get
doctor have to
out,
watch it
Mhm.
over.
I will do my best to check in on the horse regularly. Just, let me know where we're stashing the extra smokes just in case they get a little too riley.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do a damn thing with that horse. So have fun checking on it every 10 to 15 minutes or whatever. Because I'm like, have fun.
See how the horse responds to me trying to brush its coat.
Do you have animal handling?
Nope.
What?
But I am
Everyone tries to
treating
touch the
it
horse.
as a sentient thing that could easily try to murder me if it got the desire to. So cautious, but I don't see it as evil. I see it as, again, force of nature.
What an absolutely human way to go about it. I respect that this creature could kill me at any time. So I want to touch it.
Yeah, pretty much.
So Lynn, are we leaving the horse
Catherine
behind
and I
and
saw
taking
this
the
in the
truck or
Grand
what?
Canyon, I think.
I suppose so.
I mean,
Okay.
We
See, now
were
I'm wondering,
traveling.
though, if I should reinforce that door to the point that it was reinforced at Bowman's. So that he doesn't get out as hard.
You're gonna reinforce the door with what?
Like steel.
Yeah, unless you have some sort of anti-demon magic steel, there's not much we can do to reinforce any door. Especially, I mean, it also, okay, I'm thinking there's probably one place we could keep Calamity for a long period of time. The Sahara, quarantined, like the entire desert. We make sure that there's not even an animal present that it can kill to get a pool of liquid.
And I got the perfect plan. Okay, you know how they have those gold leaf? Okay, we get silver leaf and we just paste it on the floor all around in a circle.
Yeah. I'll let you go ahead and try to do that. No, I'm not going to do anything that's going to make the horse feel penned in, because the second it feels trapped is the second
And we'll
it's
put a
going to want to
little gold
escape.
leaf door. It's fine, Give it that false sense of hope. Anyway.
Well, so you guys are not taking Calamity then for your
Yeah.
meeting, set up these jobs.
Apparently not.
All right. Well, I do have some fun news because on the 14th, the next day after you guys finally get it set up, start getting to the odd jobs, when you wake up, and for you, Theo, in the meantime, for your dreams, the crazy get me out dreams don't return. It stays more so just you're in the darkness and you can practice. You can play.
Which is exactly what I'm going to continue to do to my utmost. There's so many things going on. Any opportunity to gain knowledge, skill, or ability that could aid us in a situation when things become dire, or even a lead on how to get this individual. For all I know, it's Valdez themselves is trying to ask me to free them, or maybe someone that is a much older descendant closer to Cain. Who knows? I haven't gotten anything solid yet. Anyways, too many possibilities, not enough information. So gaining that information is key.
Yeah, I mean, in the dreams, it's so much easier. That link is just inherent. It's not something that you have to practice like a muscle. It's as simple as wiggling your finger here. You can make shapes. You can move shapes. You can make specific shapes like the cats that you saw before. You could even do dogs. You can even do like vehicles. You could just make shapes in this, and it's so easy. And you always wake up quiet. No sign of a spectral cat in here. Though you do remember when you brought your cat into this place, it seemed to have a strange reaction as it just got absorbed. So, but the big news for everybody is on the 14th, on Friday, Calamity is gone. When you all wake up, no sign of Calamity anywhere.
Okay, then.
Time to look at the news. Hold on.
This took longer than I expected, honestly.
I do have a question. This other beast inside of Lynn, has it been acting up at all the last few days?
No, I mean, so when you drank the blood, you felt very agitated, but it starts to leave your system. You're drinking out of blood bags, which is what you're used to. You feel yourself come down to a normal state of being. It definitely seems to be the blood that really riled you up. It was just so powerful, potent. You basically almost OD'd yourself at this point if you're trying to compare it to how humans are. Dangerous. But no, your time, though, your beast still feels strange. But at least it's not uncomfortable. It just seems as if maybe drinking that blood did have an effect that might linger, but it doesn't seem to have at least caused any damage.
So, Charlie's looking through his phone for the news.
I mean, no, you're not going to see anything on the news except for the usual. I mean, politics, weather, expecting a
How's the weather?
snowstorm.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
coming on Sunday. It's Friday today, so Sunday they're expecting the snowstorm to hit. No, I mean, besides just a little bit of someone's been arrested, blah, blah, blah. No sign of any, at least, widespread chaos.
Mm.
I'll tell them all
No, like,
that.
50 car pileup.
All right.
Mass murders.
So at that point, I will be hitting the library looking for seasonal habits related to kelpies, seeing if there is just a natural, maybe a migration pattern they follow like birds. I don't know. Anything that would explain.
Goodbye,
the
Calamity.
behavior.
See you next winter.
Right.
Yeah. They're a summer creature. They come over. to our
Oh,
place
Calamity's
for the
like a
summer.
snowman. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you're not going to find anything about kelpies, auguskies, anything like that in here, unfortunately.
Mhm.
Doesn't seem to have any books on that regard. One thing, though, you will be hearing something at the door. Something as if it's trying to get in, scratching.
Well, I will open the door to see what it is.
It's Bubba.
Aw.
Doggo. Yeah, I mean, he's going to come right in as soon as the door. You can tell that he looks a little unnerved coming into this place, but doesn't seem to just, stop him.
That means Bowman's found where we are. Oh, yeah. Didn't we tell him? Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
He gave it to us, didn't he?
Well, I mean, he kind of led us here. I asked him to look
Yeah, he did
into
some
it, so-
research on it all. It's complicated.
And honestly, with everybody having our phones chipped by him, I'm pretty sure he knows where those phones are anytime he decides he wants to.
He could probably turn on the GPS tracking as well, if he wanted
So
to.
I don't think he has any issue figuring out where we are. If he
I
wants
mean,
to.
He actually, gives a lick to your hands.
Mm.
Theo, you're the one that opens it first. He licks your hand, goes on in, gives, of course, to Rune, Lynn, and the doctor.
Hey,
It
Bubba,
seems like
how's
he's
Bowman
saying-
doing?
Oh, gives a bark. Happy
Oh.
bark.
Oh, okay. Sounds like he's doing good.
Sit down. Now just relaxing. Seems
Probably
like I
doing
guess he
good
was
because
just
we haven't
sitting
given
here.
him any work.
Yeah, maybe.
So, any signs of, the door being, since I'm at the door, that it had been knocked ajar or something? Did Calamity leave via the door, or is there a pool of liquid or any sort of tracks or trail, any leads as to how Calamity
Roll me an
just...
investigation and a mental.
And she would be looking too, so.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let's all investigate.
Can
Yeah,
I roll
see
my
if you
animal
find
with
anything.
it? Could I
Sorry,
roll
what's
my
that?
animal- Could I roll
Oh.
my animal with it? No.
No, unfortunately.
Okay.
Because this isn't
Wits?
normal for
Wits?
animals. Yeah, a mental. Yeah, wits is fine.
I got 2 9s.
Hey.
Ah, wow, that feels familiar. I got 2 9s.
2 9s.
I swear, me and Crowley are going to go ahead and look at the same thing and say, is that at the exact same time?
4 out of
Wouldn't be the first
6.
time.
Yeah.
Wow. So I think the doctor got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2. Okay.
I got 5 and a crit, so it's
Yeah, but only 1 crit. It does pairs. That's how they do it. But anyways.
Efficient.
So you're the one to find it, Doctor. As you take a look around, you can see a spot on the floor, and it's very faint. But you can see where yes, there probably was a puddle of something here that's evaporated, and the very fine line is almost completely vanished. Just by the angle of the light, are you able to even see it? And there wasn't a puddle there before.
I'm going to let you know I found the remnants of a puddle. I think I found how Calamity got out. But we already knew it could make its own water. This is not the first time it has done so.
Should we get a bucket of water in here? What can get back?
I'll point out the residual puddle stain.
That's right. No matter what we do to secure the place, it can leave anytime it wants to. So.
Mm-hmm.
Back at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotta love the main story piece. It's always gonna be annoying.
Yeah. So, Lynn, any idea where Calamity may have absconded to?
Well, Kat, I was thinking like when she would come home or come back to this place after going on, these runs for the black market, she would take Calamity out for like the exercise because that was just common.
Oh, this is the
sense.
next day. So I mean,
Okay.
it's you
Just
in the
wanted to be
car.
sure.
Yeah, you got in the car to make the deals to do delivery. Next day, Calamity's gone. So
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
seems like Calamity's like bye after 3 days. This is the third day technically.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I got stuff to do. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Horse is evil. I've said it 1,000 times. I'll just keep repeating it. It's got a mind of its own. Out there killing, doing bad things. Just a general reminder that we shouldn't trust this thing. That's all.
Duly noted, Doctor. Let us know if you have any
Screw
new
you.
observations.
But I mean, there's not really not much else. Today is not the day that you guys are going to go on delivery, so you have at least a day off. Bubba at least seems to be happy, doing some
Is
research. If you still
Any
want.
significance in this day or anything of that sort? It's the 14th of December, Friday.
It's Friday. That's the day it goes out to party.
Oh my God.
Over the last 2 days, or however much time it's been, I think it's been a day and a half or 2 days. Have I learned
Today
anything?
is the third day.
Okay, so I picked it up on night 1. So, based off night 1 and today, has that religious craft book yielded any new information? Because that's the one I would be poking through. That's the one I'd be interested in.
Yeah, so you can read it, not a problem. It is a theology book. It is about true faith. True faith is a power held by the truly devout, and the example that it gives, apparently, it's basically saying from another book. There's more information, but someone named, I'm going to butcher this to high heaven, Ambrosio Luis Moncada, Spanish.
That's good.
And all you can really gather with, since it is referencing another text, is apparently this person was a powerful La Sombra who viewed his embrace as God's will. And it's explaining his more in detail of what this meant. And apparently whatever this meant has been deemed as true faith. With true faith, a Brandis cross can have the effects on a vampire, werewolf, wraith, or changeling, whatever that means, instead of being merely an empty symbol of the creed. Faith can come from many different beliefs, such as Christianity, as his, even Islam or Judaism, and even virtuous pagans can resist the lore of the darkness if their faith is true. This characteristic is not necessarily increased through experience. Certainly, it may arise as a result of a person's experience, but it is more vital than that. More a measure of conviction and strength of mind. It's not necessarily something that comes from outside the individual, like a god or angel. This book claims that whether or not their beliefs are correct, these people are they believe so unwaveringly that their own conviction is what empowers them.
I like it.
However, of course, there are some people who will argue, some people truly believe that it is from an outside force, of course. Obviously, Ambrosio did. But this book claims, no, it's just that the belief is enough.
You gotta believe.
Exactly.
You gotta believe.
And that's why, in my past experience, the only person that I met that was a vampire that had true faith was a freaking Malkavian.
There you
today.
go.
Yeah, because that he thought he was a priest.
Simple once
Right.
you know how.
Well, with enough time, you guys can find the book in question. Actually, is here. It is in Spanish, but it does have more information on this La Sombra. If you want to spend time to translate it, you can use the internet. It's just Spanish.
Absolutely.
If not, there's also some other books that might interest you. There's one in Italian. And all it seems to have quotes is the best way to put it. It has just a few text of something that someone has said, written down, that's in Italian. There is some coded books, too, that match, that you can spend some time on. There's a book in Latin that could take some time. Or there's some easy reads if you'd rather do an easy read today. Because you try to decode one, it takes more time, or you can do some easy reads and fit more in the day. Whoever's in the library, it's up to you. Oh.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and let Theo know that I found a book on true faith. And the subsequent book, I'll let him know that it also references as La Sombra, who apparently had it. La Sombra. And I will show him the corresponding Spanish book that is the cited text from the one I couldn't.
Now, if we read about La Sombra was the ones that had the shadow that there were cursed or damned. So this is a vampire that Cainites believe is damned in the get-go, but this one happened to have true faith. The dichotomy of that is quite intriguing, but if these texts are believed, they were actually able to affect other Cainites.
If that is what I'm led to believe, yes, that's what it says. I'll let Rune know. Maybe this will help with his
he seemed interested.
Prayers. And I'll kind of chuckle.
Well, I will not besmirch someone with the path they choose to walk, but I honestly can't wrap my head around any of this. Yeah, the idea of faith just kind of baffles Theo. He doesn't want to disrespect the doctor and her angelic beliefs. He does not want to besmirch Rune and his,
his beliefs are silly.
I have a feeling that there is going to be great theological debates between the good doctor and Rune someday, that Theo is just going to have to stand in the middle as the neutral party, because he's like, hey, it's fine. You guys believe different things. That happens.
That's okay.
That's okay, as long as you don't try to take each other's heads off over a theological disagreement.
Oh, heavens, no. I just need to inform him that he's wrong. And hopefully he will join the right side one day. Bless his heart. I just want him to go to heaven, that's all.
Oh, jeez.
Given him, I'm pretty sure that he'd prefer Valhalla over heaven. More ale, more partying, less angelic harp music.
But what if heaven could be Valhalla for him because it's his paradise? That's the sell, man.
You've got to convince him of that, not
That's
me.
the sell. My goodness.
I, as far as everything that I have read so far, such a place will not exist for me if I should pass.
Oh. Well, if you guys want some easy reads, you can read up on frenzying, what a frenzy is, and the aspects of what that means. You can also, there's some information about hunters, vampire hunters. That's here.
That
There's
sounds
information-
like important information to have.
There's also information
considering-
about Cain.
Dang.
Uh-huh. Some coded stuff that we'll have to work through.
What's the stuff about Cain? That's kind of interesting.
You want to read about Cain?
I'll focus on the hunters because keeping this place secure and protected, I need to know about people that would be actively hunting us to best make sure that this haven stays a safe place for everyone.
All right. Well, we'll go big. We'll start with the, let's say, the organization. The Second Inquisition. Oh, boy.
Ooh.
A phenomenon
bit.
of the 21st century. The Second Inquisition is a union of intelligence services. So it is not just one group. It's like an organization with a bunch of small groups.
Like a CIA only for vampire hunters.
It contains also the remaining witch hunters of the Vatican that has managed to drive the Great Sex into the defensive, destroyed the headquarters of the Clan Tremere, and has become one of the greatest threats to supernatural. Now, it does talk about of some of the sects. One that's a big problem in Chicago is called First Light. First Light is a joint operation among the world's intelligence agencies tasked with learning about and hunting tonight's vampires. First Light relies on both ultra-modern technology and old-fashioned investigation, making their nets tough to dodge. So they are FBI agents, and their expert systems monitor internet chatter for certain keywords.
And now the ShrekNet makes more sense because it buries all that information behind internet memes and all that kind of stuff, so it's harder to search.
Coded. And it also talks about a prominent yet dying organization, the Society of Leopold. The Society of Leopold is a faction within the Inquisition who exists to pursue and fight supernaturals. They are a major threat to every group of supernaturals because of their extensive knowledge, training, equipment, preparation, and their fanatical true faith. Brought it circle, baby.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, humans with true faith. Enjoy.
Yep.
For Cain, this is easy.
Dang.
It's what we know. Cain, spelled with an E, also known without an E, is considered to be the first and most powerful vampire. He is the firstborn of Adam and Eve, lover to Lilith, who was Adam's first wife, and the older brother of Abel and Seth. He was cursed with vampirism by God and God's angels as punishment for murdering Abel and lying about it to God. Both the formation of the Camarilla, before the formation of the Camarilla, most vampires refer to themselves as Cainites in recognition of their patriarch, but people don't really call themselves that anymore. And it does have reference to seems like a city called Enoch, but it doesn't really, it seems like once again it like references it, expecting you to go back to another text. Doesn't really go into details about it though.
Oh yes, the first of the vampires, obviously.
Of course. I think that's, I'm trying to see what else we got in here. This
What
place
an
is-
innocuous reference.
Okay. Ooh, that one's okay. Anything that Lynn and Rune want to do. So today is not your delivery day. You have it set up for tomorrow. This will be technically your first delivery that you guys will be doing is tomorrow. Calamity's gone, but Bubba's here. We just switched out pets. Anything that you two wanted to do, or is today going to be your easy day?
Well, since the doctor showed me the book about true faith, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go and see if I can find me an ebook on Norse paganism.
Okay. Well, we're going to get some stuff about the Azer, of course. I mean, it's the pantheons. You can get like mythology texts. You can actually get maybe some like practitioner books. Not sure what you're looking for, information or actual like practices, but
Oh,
Yeah,
I'll
you
take
can-
them all.
okay. All right. You just
And
wanna
the
order-
library gets bigger, only digitally.
I'm
Where do you want it
staying outside of that library. I'll fuck it up somehow.
Oh. Well, where do you want these books to be delivered?
I was just gonna get the ebook.
Oh, ebook it. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Like
Smart.
I said,
Okay.
the library grows only digitally.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yes, let me Amazon Prime to this warehouse.
since you
Right, it was
said since you said that those books would be light reads, I will
Yes.
go and after I'm done with that, I will go and see if Lynn thinks we could use Bubba possibly to figure out where Calamity got to.
We could just ask Bubba. He might know.
Yeah,
How much are those ebooks gonna run me?
But
$35 bucks.
Alrighty.
I mean,
Get a
Lynn has the
collection.
closest connection to Calamity possible, so definitely want to run it past Lynn first. See if she thinks we should just leave Calamity be and wait for the horse to return on its own
Let's
will.
GPS track it.
Yeah, I will let you get a device that you think you can inject into that horse to track it with. See how long that lasts.
Right. Yeah.
As the
Just
horse
eats
just
it.
is, no, or the horse
Hey,
just
that
decides
worked.
to become
Until, like,
like
dissolved.
water until it falls out of the horse,
right.
just liquefies it.
It's up to
Yeah,
you.
she's
You guys
got-
want?
she's- Yeah, she's probably gonna ask the dog to do the same thing. And I think from her studies, like I remember she did say that she tried to study a little bit about Akiskis when the first night, and I did just read something about how they hang out at church graveyards. So she's probably gonna check around there. Sure.
So we're looking in local
Go to church,
graveyards.
I'll mute. Go ahead.
Oh my god.
Going to the church, huh? Is that where we're gonna go look for it?
She's not
Sounds like
going
a
in
plan.
the church, but yes.
I mean, you're not.
It feels unholy to go in there.
Well, if that's the plan, I actually have the churches in the area already plotted out, just for no reason. So
Uh,
we need to check out some churches.
I think this is a situation where I need to go ahead and ask, do we all want to go to help, or should someone stay here in case Calamity shows up? That way we can contact everyone else that the horse has returned.
Well,
I do
there's
think
4
it's
of
too many-
us. And we
Yeah.
divide 4 by 2.
Yeah, I was
Equals
thinking
2.
2 people go to the church and investigate the graveyards. 2 people stay here and make sure everything is copacetic. Does that sound like a game plan?
Sounds like a plan to me.
Fine.
Bubba comes with us.
All right.
Do
So
I have to go with her?
It's a free country.
you know, I'm going to say you don't have to do anything you don't want to, but since the good doctor and her angelic wonderfulness would probably be fine checking the inside of the church, you wouldn't have to. So it would be convenient if the 2 of you could go together. But you don't have to do anything you don't want to.
And this is America.
Should I roll a persuasion versus an opposing player at this point?
I mean, yeah, if you feel like you need to persuade her, absolutely. You can try.
No, it's fine. She'll go along with it, but she's just not going to be talking to the doctor.
Oh.
Hey, it'll give the you two ladies a chance to bond.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Some girl time, yeah?
Do each other's hair, talk about cute boys.
Boy.
Touch me, I will punch you again.
Have you heard about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
Yeah,
I already
they're-
hated this.
Oh,
Speaking of which, though, she to try and make herself look less and less like Lynn, she would have cut her hair short and dyed it black.
Ooh, okay.
okay.
All right.
How you
We need
guys
like a
dye black?
montage.
Yes.
Did we pick up some hair
That's
dye when we were
okay.
out?
Yes. While we were at the black market, she quickly grabbed
There you
some.
go.
All right, well then, while we're at the black market, I'll also pick up some stuff. I want one of those fancy cigar cutters that you can cut people's fingers off. Also, really strong and good quality cologne.
Yeah, he's worried about getting
Trademark
smelled out by the
cologne?
wolf pack at this point.
Yeah.
They know
Smart.
he knows they have his scent, so he's trying to cover it up the best he can.
That's
Smart
pretty
move.
good. All right.
Just make sure you change different brands of cologne all the time, because if they start smelling you through the cologne, you gotta switch up the cologne scents.
I think hair dye is pretty expensive, isn't it?
That depends. I get
Yeah,
some
it
really cheap
depends.
stuff that's
You
like
want to
$10.
go super cheap, you could literally use Kool-Aid powder.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, well, I don't know if she wants it black.
Instead of CVS.
You just get a lot of different colors of Kool-Aid and you blend them together.
Just get
But-
the Halloween flavor.
Oh,
Yeah.
the flavor?
Yeah,
Kool-Aid.
yeah. There was a Halloween limited edition.
Oh, let's just go
Kool-Aid
to a
flavor.
salon. Let's have a girls' night.
Girl night.
Right, you got the
What?
money. You could
What?
literally go to a professional salon that is just open really late. They probably you slap enough cash on the counter, they don't care who you are.
It's up to you guys. If you just want to buy a box, you actually want to get it done. It's up to you.
Like,
God dang it! Everybody's doing posture checks. People asked for me to do this.
sure. She wants it, she's going to play a part of someone a little bit more put together. Sure. She'll get it done professionally, I guess.
Heck yeah.
But she's going to be angry about it.
So there goes a couple $100.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna look nice.
Yeah, when I got my hair highlighted, it was like 120.
Yeah, so a full dye job done with good quality dye, you're going to be at a couple $100. And be prepared the next time you shower for your shower to turn black.
No, yeah, I know. I've turned
Yeah.
my hair red before. It's fun.
Yeah, except for the cleanup when you have to. Do not bathe after having it dyed. Do not.
No.
touch-
There was one time I dyed my hair red, and it was months after the fact. I went on a cruise, and the shower would not do any temperature other than steaming, like burning hot. And
Oh,
it
God.
actually burned the dye out of my hair.
Oh, wow.
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 Well, hey, if you like fiery showers, I guess.
Right.
No,
Well,
it was
Rune-
bad.
Yeah.
Rune for you, just to pick up what you want, will be about $25.
All right.
Lynn to get it professionally dyed and cut to whatever style. You can think about it. You don't have to decide now. It'll be
Ooh.
$229.99.
Are we going to go and see art of Lynn's new look in the future?
Probably. Even though I
Oh.
hate, she's gonna try and keep it straight and not her normal braid, and it's gonna annoy her, but she'll do
It's a
it.
question. This is
Aw.
the day before when me and her were out and about. Right.
Well, it depends. I mean, obviously, we're just going to do time skips. You don't have to
I know,
roleplay go
but-
to the salon.
Because if I'm
So
going
you
to
can
the
either-
salon with her, I'm going to get my beard braided.
What was it? 220? That's what you said?
Yeah, $229.99.
Yeah.
I don't. You want your beard braid like
Hotel
Vikings
Norse,
style?
Vikings, the TV show. Come on.
Oh,
Yeah,
geez.
the
Give it-
TV
you know what, let's
show
do the hair, too.
Vikings
Let's do it
was
all.
around, so he could
Just
literally
make us
pull
even
video
more
references.
noticeable.
Yeah, shave one side of the head and do the other side in braid.
Okay.
All right.
I'm
one-
gonna tell
one-
them to keep the scent.
Okay. It'll be $150 for
All right.
you if you want to get your beard done and your hair done.
Sounds
You
good.
guys made money, and then they're just gonna spend it getting fashioned while you guys are researching.
It's an investment in the future of not dying.
Of course.
By making yourself look incredibly distinct.
Yeah, but I
Well,
look
and-
incredibly different.
You were looking for Viking style with braided beards.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm not seeing too many. Well, okay, here. Let's see. Open this.
Oh, would you find an
Full-on
example?
Ragnarok
Oh yeah, no,
pick.
I was pulling from the show because the show was airing around that time, so this would be like
Yeah.
a
Probably pretty popular,
perfectly-
actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
The show did really well.
I'm trying to find Crowley to send it to him so he could go ahead and say, yeah, that's what I want. So then we could just say this is what he gave the stylist to work from.
Yeah.
So here you go, Crowley.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just, I guess, throw that in group chat if that's the one you were wanting to go with, so that way everyone can see Crowley's new look.
Yeah.
There you go. There's a link.
Oh,
Come on.
jeez.
So yeah, shaved
gonna-
on both sides.
Mhm.
Beard kind of tame, but braided on
gonna
each
add
side.
Are you gonna add in the mascara too?
Oh yeah, I always wear my mascara.
Called guy liner.
Guy liner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
eyeliner.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's what Crowley's
Alright.
new look.
Well, you
There you
guys,
go.
you guys are gonna go to a church. See if you can find Calamity. All right.
The
well,
doctor's probably looking for holy relics to make a holy sword out of.
mhm. Okay. Well, first things first. Not most churches don't have a cemetery, so that'll really minimize your search. But there was one that you wanted to go to. You can also check their cemetery as well, which is nice. And I think this is the closest one, if I'm not mistaken.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's pretty. I like that.
Our Lady Guadalupe.
Okay. There we go. Okay. Doesn't really matter who's driving. Whatever. So the gorgeous brickwork church is nearly a century old. It's quiet, peaceful. The sconces between the three entrances are glow softly. A sign is posted on the door in Spanish with English translated underneath of a guest preacher event. Translated, it says, "The name of God is mercy. The proof is in the parables." How are you going to get inside? It is locked.
She's not really going to get inside.
I know you're not. The doctor is.
I know. So
I know
she's
you're
just,
checking
like,
the cemetery.
going out the side. Even the doctor to herself.
Well, while she figures this out, you go in the back to check the cemetery. I mean, that's not locked. You just have to open up the gate, but I mean, it's not like it's
Jump
locked
the
or
fence.
anything. Or jump it, sure. I mean,
Not,
it would be.
soaring leap, I think.
Yeah, no, right. It
Like,
would be
let me use it
obvious.
once.
Yeah, do it. Do it like a roll.
Well, given that Theo does know, since she mentioned churches and crypts and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
could I roll to try to do a research, let's say on my phone, as to local crypts in the area?
Yeah,
Or
you
something
want to
like that?
send them, give them a list.
Yes, send them a list. What do you want me to roll for that?
Just research. You're just looking up which ones actually have cemeteries.
So
or
mental and
mausoleums.
research then.
Yeah, your academics.
Hey, Rue.
Oh.
Yes.
Did you walk her through how to use the phone yet? The text.
Oh yeah. I would have definitely
Okay,
wanted to
good.
do that.
Okay. Good.
And Theo too.
That would be one success, and here is something for Catherine to see. This, I don't know if this will help at all, but I found this place just by doing a cursory player investigation, and it's got some nice pictures to go with it. So
Yeah, big.
If I'm trying to, hold on. Do you want to meet yourself?
Yeah.
If I'm trying to find a way in, unlocked windows, doors, would it be an awareness or an investigation to try to find a way?
larceny.
I'm not trying to break in per se. I'm just trying to see if someone left something unlocked for the most part.
You're casing a joint.
I don't think you need to roll to know if anything's locked or unlocked. That's an easy check. You know, anyone can just try doors, and no, it's locked up.
All right. That's the only thing to do. Convince the cowgirl to help me break in.
Miss Lynn! Miss Lynn!
Nah, I go. I know she's in the graveyard, so I'll go into the graveyard and find her. And I'm going to ask.
Are you able to jump over the fence as well as she was?
Oh.
I mean, I'm sure I can climb a fence. I'm a vampire. I'm not going to jump over it. I'm just going to climb it.
Not gonna look cool.
Why would I want to look cool?
You're pathetic. You're a pathetic vampire.
Oh. Well, yeah, give her a chance. Eventually she'll grow some wings. Just fly over it.
Yeah, I'm not really showy like some people. Jumping around in the night, just to hand people water bottles on top of their tankers and
no,
stuff.
he's dead. Who cares?
Wow.
Well, first things first, checking out the cemetery. It's pretty easy to tell. Calamity stands out like a sore thumb. No sign of tracks, no sign of any disturbances, no glowing orange eyes, unfortunately.
Perfect.
Well, I'm going to find a good old Miss Lynn, and I'm going to ask her if she's any good at, since she seems to be good at the more criminally things, if she could pick a lock.
No.
No,
that's
just
not my thing. No.
just punch doors down. No picking.
One person that could pick a lock.
No, the only time I've ever punched down a door was specifically to stop a drug dealer. Different. As well as the sex trafficker. So.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so she breaks and enters only when it's for a good reason.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. That's a good answer. What are you gonna do? You wanted to get into this church, so I don't know if you want how badly.
Are you going to deface a house of God?
I know.
By asking a Bruja to kick the door in?
Wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah.
You brought the wrong vampire if you wanted to get in easy and quiet like.
Unfortunately, when we have to go looking for the horse, it's not like many people are jumping to go visit churches.
Well, I mean, even if the horse wasn't involved, I don't think any of us really jumps, hop, and skips to hop into a church, save, the good doctor. I mean...
Yeah, I would have done it, but I got some books to read. I gotta get educated.
Gotta get educated?
Gotta learn your Spanish?
Por favor.
Hold on. I need to look at a quick picture of this place to see if I can try to climb my way up somewhere to sneak my way in.
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, while Taylor's doing that, we can do what you guys are reading. Well, you're gonna be learning about Norse, mythology. So that's just it is what it is. You have the Allfather, Odin, of course, his obsession for Ragnarok. We all know it. We all love it. His sons. And it seems traditionally, sacrifices were offered. This, of course, a religion of very much of honor, upholding respect for the gods. So the books that they have does explain that truth faith is, of course, it seems to be what at least whoever wrote this believes is more so the power comes from within. Kind of junk. Yeah. As long as you are virtuous towards a specific religion or path, you can actually start drawing from that itself. It does have some information about, once again, someone who embraced this power technique of a La Sombra. It is in Spanish, you know, so I know you don't know Spanish, just kind of nonsense.
Por favor.
And also, it's of course seems to be, you know, Christian religion, not paganism, so that might not help much either. You know. But you can spend some time just learning about Norse. I don't know how much your character actually knows, so picking up just stories, messages, lessons in the meantime. Even some practices. You already have like a symbol.
Yeah.
So you already have something at least to focus on.
Cool.
And one thing that you're gonna learn is this symbol is sacred. So you're gonna have to treat the symbol with the utmost respect. You can't be defaced. You have to keep it not clean, but presentable. You're actually gonna have to treat this symbol like it has meaning, not just something that you wear around your neck. So
Right.
that'll have to be something you'll have to start making effort towards. So Theo, I'd say by now you've had enough time. You're able to start getting through a set of codes.
Okay.
2 books that share the
Alright.
same code. So you're able to get through this code, and these books share
Crowley,
a similar
send it
concept.
to me.
Oh,
think
did I get botted?
Yeah, I think the bot went ahead and nixed the
All right.
Yeah.
link.
Yeah.
But if I put it in, it'll override it. So DM me.
There you go.
These books share the topic of something called oblivion. The first book explains what it is. Oblivion is entropy itself. It is a constantly churning force of destruction and madness from which there is no return. It seethes beneath everything. It constantly calls to wraiths in the form of their shadows, telling them to give up and join with it. For every wraith that succumbs to oblivion, it spreads that much farther and is growing at a constant but alarming rate, much to the horror of the wraiths who dwell just above it. Nothing can get rid of it, and once it has encroached in an area, it remains there. And this next text that you have, well, it seems like some people have learned how to draw from it. There is a discipline, also called Oblivion, which is why it might get a little confusing, but it allows its users to draw on something wholly unnatural, calling forth supernatural darkness from the abyss and then enslaving specters through Oblivion. Seems that the abyss and Oblivion have some sort of link, from what you understand in the text. Doesn't really go into more detail, though. Those who practice Oblivion flirt with something unnatural, the very realm where wraiths are destroyed forever. And this danger does not come without power, however, as the masters of the discipline call upon it to wreath themselves in night, enslave specters, and throttle victims with their own shadow. Oblivion's supernatural projections of darkness and void are vulnerable to bright directed lights, fire, sunlight, and here's that term again, and true faith. Fun. But it seems whatever these spirits are that are here, the right term, I guess, is wraiths, not spirits, not ghosts.
So,
and they have a connection with Oblivion. Why they're here.
There could be a bit of Oblivion that is encroached on this area from the original owner of the Haven, possibly. And of course, with Valdez trying to create a foothold to work with the Camarilla here, they could have been doing a ritual that tore that hole open. And that's how they ended up perhaps destroying themselves or entrapping themselves within the Haven, trying to create a safe place for their clan. So this is good information to have. I'm the La Sombra ability, this Oblivion ability, my own ability that I've been strengthening called Abyssal Mysticism. I'm wondering if these abilities are just different names for very similar talent because they have so much crossover. So who knows? Maybe I will be able to refine
Feed through it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's fun. But we'll take a break. We'll come back to our friends at the church who's doing that at the moment. See if she is going to deface the church. I'm excited to
Again.
find out. So again. So we'll
You know
take a
what?
break.
It's
See
gonna
if
be
we can-
interesting. It's definitely gonna be interesting.
We'll see if we can find Calamity tonight. Don't worry, I'm not gonna have us roleplay going to every church. This is just a time skip. I'll give you the yay or nay. I know where
Yeah.
Calamity is, so
No.
or do I? I don't know. So we'll take a break. Get yourself something to drink, eat. I'm gonna get my coffee, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, 5-10 minutes at the
5-10 minutes.
absolute most. If people
Yeah.
need to go ahead and use the restroom and the such.